IEMs are everywhere right now. In gaming and audio communities, people are ditching traditional headphones and switching to these tiny in-ear monitors, claiming better comfort, better detail, and even a competitive edge. I wasn't convinced, so I spent the last 30 days using IEMs for everything: competitive gaming, long editing sessions, work calls, and just listening to music. And yeah, there are some serious upsides, but there's also a few things that almost made me quit using them completely. For context, my go-to headphones have been the Astros 840s, which are amazing. They sound incredible. But after a few hours, the clamping force, the heat, the head fatigue start to hit. So not only do they give you head fatigue, and they're hot and sweaty. I mean, they do sell some ear pads that you can replace, like a cooling gel, on Amazon for the 840s Astros. Then again, you have to spend extra, which is, I think it's $17.99 on Amazon, somewhere around there. It's adding to it. And the part that I hate the most is they get dirty so quick and you constantly have to be cleaning them out. It's just a hassle. So I decided to give IEMs a shot. I tested a few pairs: Lucids, the Linsols, the Simgots E300s, I believe, which those are amazing. I'm not even gonna lie. Each one is a little different, but this isn't about comparing models. This is about the overall IEM experience after 30 days. And honestly, the first few days were rough. Everything sounded muddy, it felt weird, and the whole experience was kind of claustrophobic. It was not what I expected at all. And I had the left on the right ear and the right on the left. So it was just a hot mess. But as soon as I got it together, it all came together and the experience was amazing. I was really so close to boxing them up and going right back to my headphones until I fixed that one key. Completely changed everything. Once I got them dialed in, I started to notice where IEMs really shine: competitive games. In games like Arc Raiders, PUBG, Call of Duty, Rainbow Six Siege. And the details is honestly kind of insane. Footsteps, reloads, ability cues, everything feels immediate and super precise. Even though the soundstage is smaller, I never felt like I was missing important audio. In fact, I was picking up subtle sounds more easily than before. There were multiple moments where faint footsteps gave away enemy positioning sounds I'm not even sure I would even be able to pick up on regular headphones. Part of that comes from the isolation. IEMs block out external noise, and because the drivers sit so close to your ears, small details just come through more clearly. Now, as far as single player games like Elden Ring and Oblivion, I got a couple homies that tried it and said the experience was a little bit more different. Like the atmosphere felt a little bit more tighter, more boxed in, and you lose some of the environmental in depth. Now, this is the part that completely changed my experience, which is the fit. With IEMs, fit is everything, way more than with headphones. Tip size, insertion depth, even the angle, they all affect both comfort and sound. When the fit is off, you get pressure, discomfort, and a muddy audio. That's exactly what happened to me at first, but once I started swapping ear tips and found the right fit, everything opened up. Clarity improved, detail came through properly, and even the soundstage felt a bit less cramped. Comfort also varies depending on the design. For example, the ethers have a thicker nozzle, which started to feel uncomfortable during long sessions. Meanwhile, something like the Lucid felt way easier to wear for hours. So yeah, comfort isn't one size fits all with IEMs. We got the Linsols right here, the SimGot EW300s. And y'all can see the price range on these. I got these two. These are pretty good. So I got a funny story to tell y'all. How I found out about IEMs is kind of like a crazy story. I got into them by accident. So I'm a creator on TikTok and I post shoppable videos, right? So I got offered a free sample on some cheap IEMs, right? Yeah, it was like, I just knew there was some kind of earbuds. I did not know what it was or nothing. So when I got it, usually before I do a video, I do some research on it, right? And then I'm like, oh, okay, so it's mainly for musicians, but only a few gamers know that they're actually good for competitive gaming, right? And then so I got the sample sent out to me. It's crazy story. It got sent out to me, right, on TikTok, right, for me to promote it and sell it, right? And I did some research. I did the video and I put this clip of this streamer, as y'all might know, by Tim the Tat Man or something like that, and it went viral. Like, as you can see right here, it's at 17 million right now. All right, let's look at the video.
You have a dent in your head from your headset.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Wait a minute.
Wait a minute. Is there a dent in my head?
Dude, the shaver's working like a champ. Dude, I have like an indent right here. This is where my headphones go. I have a headphone indent in my head? What the
Stop using gaming headsets. This is what competitive players are using. Headsets get hot, heavy, and half the time you can't even hear the footsteps clearly. These are IEMs, in-ear monitors. You get.
Look, before I even say anything, like I had no idea at the time. Like these were the first IEMs I seen. They got sent out to me. It was a sample. The video goes viral, but there were some cheap headphones. I mean, I guess they were pretty good, but they weren't the best, right? Everybody was saying, "Oh, there's some Temu IEMs or whatever." They're so cheap. But then again, people bought them because it was affordable, right? So let's just finish playing it.
Insane directional audio, crystal clear footsteps, and zero head fatigue. So say goodbye to headaches. I personally use these for PUBG, Arc Raiders, Call of Duty, any competitive gaming, and the sound separation is insane. So if you're serious about gaming, grab these from somewhere down here below. Best upgrade I made all year.
It got over 17 million views, and I was like, whoa, that shit went super viral. Comments, notifications, it's going crazy till now. I made some money on it, I'm not gonna lie. And then I started knowing, that's when I found out about IEMs, and I was like, what? I started getting into it a lot more and a lot more. Let me see if it has the date. 2025. It was in December. Yeah, December 12th. So I had a pretty good Christmas, I ain't gonna lie. That was pretty good Christmas. And that's how I found out about IEMs. So next, what I do next, I do another video. Same style, but different IEMs. Now I used an upgraded version of those, which more expensive, a little bit better. And let's watch that real quick.
Dude! My head has a dent! Oh no!
Dude, the shaver's working like a champ. Dude, I have like an indent right here. This is where my headphones go. I have a headphone indent in my head? What the
Hours of gaming, and these are the results. That's why I switched to IEMs. Lighter, way more.
I know y'all see the Art Grader shirt. I actually made that myself. I got the machine out here in the back. Anyhow, let's keep going.
More comfortable and still hear footsteps clear as day. The sound positioning is so precise, it actually changes how you play. For Arc Raiders, PUBG, and COD, long sessions stay comfortable and position audio is on point. This is why I don't miss headsets at all anymore. No clamp, no head dents, no headaches, just clean audio. Once you try IEMs for gaming, it's so hard to switch back. If you're grinding Arc Raiders, PUBG, or COD, this upgrade just makes sense. And if you're still gaming on a headset in 2026, you're holding yourself back. Link in the bio.
So yeah, this one's at, right now it is at, let me see. That one went viral too. It's at 2.6 million views right now. And I made another one. Check this one out. This one's at 630,000.
Show headset dent.
Quick question. Why are you still using the headset? I've tested a lot of gaming audio, and this one upgrade changed everything. These are IEMs. They sit in your ear and
Okay, I think that was the second one I did. So it was like 2 okay cheap IEMs, and then that's when I did the other one, the upgraded version one. I just recently did another one like 2-3 days ago. This one right here.
You have a dent in your head from your
Like 3
headset.
days ago right here.
No, I don't. No, I don't. Wait a minute.
It says up
Wait
here,
a
but you
minute.
can't
Is
see
there a
it.
dent in my
Oh.
head?
Dude, the shaver's working like a champ. Dude, I have like an indent right here. This is where my headphones go. I have a
And this
headphone
one's, I
indent
did
in
it
my
3 days
head?
ago, and
What
it's
the
already like at,
stop using gaming headsets.
it's at 85,000 K right now. So it's probably going to go viral. I ain't even going to lie. So that's when I started getting to know more about IEMs. But anyhow, I do got my TikTok right there on my bio on the YouTube. And I make videos all around gaming and streaming. So if you want to hit a follow, come through, got any questions, or on YouTube, either way. See right here, I made a video. Everything I repurposed into YouTube. So yeah, I got into this by accident, and I'm here now, right? After those viral videos, companies have hit me up and wanting to collaborate and send me IEMs, and here we are. Just thought I'd share that with y'all. But there are so many different type of IEMs, and you just gotta find the ones that you like. When you get IEMs, you're gonna get them like this. No earbud on top and no wire. You have to put in the wire. You have to put it in with the wire, right? and then you got to put the earbud on top of it. So once you put the earbud and the wire on it, you're golden. But just make sure you put it on the right side. It'll tell you there what side is left, which side is right. Otherwise, like me, when I first started playing the game, the footsteps were coming from the opposite side. So I was like, why do I keep hearing like it's behind me, but it's really in front of me? So have it in the right place. Have the right size. All IEMs come with like 3 different sizes of earbuds, like a small, medium, and large. Get the right size and then you're good. When you get a chance, try them out on music, man. They sound insane with music. If you hear music, another thing is that some come with mics. So if you're playing on console, right, and you want to talk to your teammates, you got to make sure that when you get it with mic. Now, some come with mics, some don't. Some are like this, right, 3.5, and others have a USB-C. So it's because people use them on PC. So if you're on PC, you don't really need a mic because you're going to use a mic like this, right? If you're going to be gaming. If you're on an Xbox and you're going to plug it up here, you need a microphone so you can talk to your people, right? So make sure it has a mic. And if it don't come with a mic, they sell these wires separate, right? Get yourself a good wire, some good IEMs, and you're good. You can use them for gaming, for editing, for everything, music. Definitely recommend them. So yeah, if y'all talk to Tim the Tap Man, tell him, hey, I think I made him a little bit more famous, right? Look right here, 17 million people. Imagine people that didn't even know him. They're probably like, who's that? I don't know if y'all want to talk. Y'all want to talk about head dents. I know this is a very touchy subject. A lot of you guys that use headphones, do they give you head dents? I think they do because they gave me a head dent. Now, do they go away? I don't know. Did it? Maybe. Maybe not. You tell me. Do you got a head dent? And if so, type it in the comment. But keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Do you got one or not? It's cool, you know what I'm saying, if you do or not. But hey, let me know. I want to know. I'm going to create a poll on my YouTube channel here. So after 30 days, here's where I stand. IEMs are incredibly good for competitive gaming. They're more precise, detailed, and if you get the right fit, they can quickly give you an advantage for sure. But for immersed gaming, I still prefer traditional headphones. They just create a bigger, more natural sense of space. At this point, and I will say, if I'm playing Arc Raiders, PUBG, or Call of Duty, which I'm always playing competitive gaming, it's gonna have to be IEMs. You should really give them a try. At first, it's kind of weird, and after a couple of days, you get used to it, and man, the sound is crazy. For music, oh my God, it's like you're in heaven listening to music. It's insane. Y'all should really give it a try. I would say my favorites are the SimGot E300s as of now. These are just amazing. So if you've been thinking about trying them, hopefully this gives you a real idea of what to expect. Drop a comment with what you are currently using right now as for audio, and I'll catch y'all on the next one. Peace.